Good morning, students. Today we will begin with a new chapter, that is democratic resurgence. Student, in your book, the name of this chapter is The Crisis of Democratic Order, but this year the name has been changed. Now the name of this chapter is Democratic Resurgence, and we will start with the first part of this chapter. Students, in the last chapter we have studied about the elections of 1967, and then we have studied about the elections of 1971, and in that both these elections we have seen these were contested under the prime ministership of Indira Gandhi. In 1967, the performance of Congress was not so good because Indira was not so experienced prime minister. But in 1971, she has gained the popularity of Congress again. Now, as it was clear in the last chapter, that after 1967, Indira Gandhi became the towering leader in Congress. The political scenario of the country has changed. Party competition became too much bitter. We have discussed the partition of Congress also, Congress R and Congress O. And during this period, the tension between executive and judiciary has increased. Indira Gandhi has to face opponents from different parties. Now, students, we will discuss the economic condition of the country during that time after 1971. In 1971, students, Indira Gandhi has given the title Garibi Hatao. We have studied in last chapter, and the poor people, the common people had voted in favor of Indira Gandhi with this hope that if Indira will come in power, all the miseries will be removed. But this had not happened. Economic condition of the country was very much poor. In 1971, there was war with Pakistan because of East Pakistan, now it is known as Bangladesh. This has worsened the economy of India. 8 million refugees from East Pakistan, they came in India, and this had heavy strain on India's economy. And after this war, US government stopped all the aid to India. The help which we got from USA, that was stopped because you know that Pakistan is in USA group. Then third point, what happened? Oil prices in the international market increased, and you know, if oil prices increase, it affects the prices of all the things. So what happened? There was price rise of all the things in India. The price of all the commodities has increased. The prices increased near about 23% in 1973 and 30% in 1974. And this inflation, this price rise has increased the misery of the people. Students, not only price rise, industrial production has been reduced. Unemployment was there, and the number of people who were unemployed, the number was too much high. One more thing, monsoon failed in the year 1972 and 1973, and because of the failure of monsoon, agriculture production has declined. Means industrial production has declined as well as agricultural production also declined. India was facing the problem in primary sector and in tertiary sector. There was lack of money in the treasury of government. Then government had frozen the salaries of the government employees. Agriculture production has declined near about 8%. The people were not satisfied with the government, and the non-Congress people, those who were against the government, they found this opportunity to criticize the government. They organized popular protest against government. Marxist groups' activities has increased, and these Marxist groups' activities were based on arms and insurgency techniques because they believed in socialism. So, this was the economic condition of the country after 1971. And in such circumstances, what happened? Because the people, common people, were not happy with the government, one such type of anti-government movement started in Gujarat. What happened in Gujarat? The students of Gujarat and Bihar both, they were not satisfied with the performance of government, and they were facing trouble because of the economic condition of the country. Students, it must be clear to you that Gujarat and Bihar were ruled by Congress. Means in both these states the government was of Congress party. In 1974 January, the students of Gujarat, they started an agitation against the price rise of food grain, against the price rise of cooking oil, and against the price rise of necessary commodities. And they also started agitation against the corruption. So the Gujarat students, they started this agitation, and many opposition parties, they have joined the agitation of students of Gujarat. As I have told you that the opposition parties, they found it as an opportunity to criticize the government. So the students of Gujarat, they started agitation against the price rise of food grains, cooking oil, other essential things, and against the corruption in many places. At that time, Morarji Desai announced that he would go on indefinite fast if fresh election will not be held in the state. You know, in 1967, in 1966, when Lal Bahadur Shastri expired, At that time, Morarji Desai was the competitor of Indira Gandhi to become the Prime Minister. So, now Morarji Desai announced that if fresh elections will not be held in Gujarat, he will go on indefinite fast. Under the pressure of students, what happened? And under the pressure of political parties, assembly elections were held in Gujarat in June 1975. And obviously, what would happen there? Congress party was defeated. In 1974, Congress party was defeated in the assembly elections. Is it clear now? Now, students, tomorrow we will discuss about the movement of the students of Bihar. Till then, goodbye. Take good care of yourself.